I swear, I really only love my hair when I do my hair, unless it's braids or I'm getting a trim. That's it. Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Now's a good time to go ahead and subscribe. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get a full start to finish quick weave. The goal here is to get the most natural looking install that is versatile, all that good stuff. So if you'd like to see that, keep watching. I'm starting off with my hair already pretty much braided. If you guys did not get a chance to check the previous video to show you the braid down and how to get this versatile kind of like preparation and all that stuff for sew-ins, quick weaves, you name it. I'm thinking clip-ins, maybe that would be the only other thing. My hair is already pre-parted, pre-braided, all that. So let me show you. I have a perimeter braid going from here. It's kind of curved up in a diagonal motion, and then it goes all the way around. All that's left for me to do is to pretty much hide the other braids. Everything is laying nice and like flat for the most part. So let me go ahead and yeah, do that now. And I'm filming this at a very weird time in the morning, so the sun is kind of peeking through, so you can kind of see that on my backdrop. Disregard. So wig caps, of course, typically you would want to use a black wig cap just for the sake of, like, I don't know, anything ever peeking through or showing. Your tracks should be laid pretty closely to where you don't see anything like that, but just for the purpose of the video and for the purposes of when I remove it, to kind of show you how to wash and maintain your U-part units or quick weave units that will turn into a U-part, I'm going to go ahead and actually use just this dark brown, just because I want you guys to be able to see what's happening underneath when I take it off. Alright, so I'm going to use one brown one, and all that I'm going to do is place this right underneath that last braid here, obviously not covering the perimeter braid, which is going to be leave out. We're actually about to straighten that. And then we can cover pretty much anything else. Let me go ahead and just pull out my little leave outs here. I'm gonna pull them forward, and then everything else will be covered. You guys can see the cap is completely covering everything. I'll take these out eventually. For now, I'm just gonna make sure to straighten out around the perimeter. And y'all, this braid pattern now is about 2 to 3 days old, so disregard. I ended up putting on a wig instead of actually doing the quick weave, but nevertheless, here's a black wig cap. I'm literally just gonna layer this up. I know the first time that I did a quick weave video, or my most recent one, I think that I did actually use like a bonding protectant. I'm not going to use that this time. I'm using the 2 caps, and I want to be able to reuse that. So with the bonding protectant, it does make it a little bit trickier to slide off the cap and keep everything not in such disarray, I would say. So I'm going to show you how to avoid getting a bunch of like glue on your actual hair. And this is our molded cap right here. So of course we're going to need to know and kind of remember where our leave out area is. So I want to be able to kind of mark that out. Of course, y'all know I usually take some type of like eyeliner pencil or whatever and just carve it out. Okay, so I have a yellow one, and then I'm taking my little smaller mirror here, and I can already see where everything needs to be left out. So from here all the way. So once you got that settled, we should pretty much be good. This is where everything's stopping. All right, and I just kind of use that as my guide, because now we're going to go ahead and just pretty much curve up the tracks all the way up. So for today's video, the hair is sent to us by Curlsqueen. Of course, I will leave all of the hair linked down in the description box below. I did actually get the package and realized I needed to wash and condition the hair. I ended up doing that 2 times just because the hair did come with like a smell, not a bad smell, but it was like a perfume smell that I just wanted to get rid of. So I did go ahead and wash and shampoo the hair twice, and then I hung it up to dry. I don't know if you guys are following me on Instagram, but you guys would have caught me hanging the hair actually on the wall to dry. Really old school method, but anywho, this is pretty much what the hair looks like. And the one thing that I do want to say is the hair was super full from root to tip. I mean, the beards on this are really, really nice. We don't have any short hairs. If you wanted to split the track and make it into 2, you definitely could. It's super thick. The hair is, again, thick from root to tip. That makes all of the difference. Now, the glue that I'm going to be using today is actually the 30-second hair glue, which I believe this is like the most prevalent one. Any of the other glues don't usually hold as well, or let alone dry that fast. So I have a bundle of a 22-inch if I'm not mistaken, but again, all the details will be in the description box. I'm going to go ahead and just start laying the first track. So to do this, I'll go ahead and open up the weft just to one, and then I'm gonna start from one side of my head to the other. Now typically this is the track that I want to be right in front of, or kind of in front of, but at the base of the cap, so I can literally hear it sitting and resting on the cap. And then we're gonna put it right at the tip of the cap. I'm gonna start from that area all the way up. So when I tell you laying your track in this way is going to give you the most versatility, you'll be able to literally just flip it back. You guys see how literally it flips right back? That's how we really create that flip over method anyway. So you go ahead and lay the first track here, and everything else will just be fill-ins all the way up. And I'm going to stack the tracks like I would an invisible part so that they all lay forward and are able to frame my face, but can easily be flipped up as well. So great method if you're going to be sewing the hair in as well. So I usually go ahead and measure out the first track. So from about here to here. And for those wondering, can any of the glue seep through? You guys, it is glue. We are using 2 caps. I have not applied any type of sealant bonding or anything, but the caps will add as will act as some type of level of protection against the actual glue. That way when it's time to take it off, oil and conditioner will both do the job very easily, and the cap will come off and you'll be able to reuse it. Alright, so from here I'm just gonna go ahead and keep stacking them. I'm not gonna bring them as high up. I'm probably only gonna bring them about here to keep stacking all the way around, so then that way I can begin to kind of curve. But yeah, you guys will see. So I'm gonna lay the second track almost directly over the first track. And no, I didn't have to sew down the cap or anything. I know sometimes stylists will do that, and that's just to help with the longevity in case it slides back or anything, which can happen because it is glue. Super easy. It already is creating the illusion that we have a ton of hair in. And y'all know, we just got started. This is just track number 2. That's just to give you insight on how full this hair is. And it does come down pretty far, so you guys can see. And so a quick tip to avoid using so much glue or having to worry about it seeping through into your hair, go ahead and actually take a blow dryer or even your flat iron, and literally you can just kind of hover the heat close to, or just blow directly onto the track to kind of get it a little tacky before putting it directly on your head. That way you don't have to worry about it really just seeping directly through right onto your hair, because y'all, it is glue. There's just a protective way to kind of do it to where you don't have to worry about breakage or hair loss or anything like that. But for the most part, y'all know there's a risk with every style, from the micro links to the sew-ins to the quick weaves. There is a risk. You just have to make sure that you are either doing the best that you can to make sure that you are taking all measures to prevent breakage, or go to a stylist, a professional, someone that is licensed, okay, to get things like this done. Alright y'all, so this is the last track of the first bundle, and you guys, this was so quick. Literally, it's only been 10 minutes, super quick. Alright, all set. Now, typically I don't do this. I'll wait to the end to kind of do the styling, but just because the hair is so thick, I want to go ahead and hit it with the hot comb. I'm going to go ahead and flat iron this just a little bit, and just to kind of cut through the bulk of hair. Y'all know I use my FHI flat iron just to kind of cut through everything. Alright, so this side is nice and silked out, and the thing that I like about this hair does not look overly silky to the point that I won't be able to blend it with my own hair. So that's the perfect part. It's given very much Brazilian blowout. You guys, this hair is so freaking soft. It feels so nice. Let's go ahead and just finish up. We're probably not going to end up using a full one bundle at the top. I can kind of just see that from now. So it is going to be more on like the natural side, which is what I was going for anyway. I'm going to go ahead and just continue this process going all the way up. All right, so typically you have two choices. You can decide to continue to curve the tracks up if you really need the fullness, especially if your hair is shorter. Mine is braided backward, but my hair is coming down to about here, so I'll be able to easily cover these tracks. Even if my hair was here, I could cover these tracks, but you would want to kind of stack them this way. If that is not the case and you really want the fullness on the sides of your hair to really kind of just give you that va-va-voom, then definitely make sure to stack them this way as opposed to going towards your face, if that makes sense. But make sure that when you get these bundles, you wash them, please. Shampoo at least 3 times and then condition it, just because you really want to get the full effect of the hair. And a lot of times the hair already comes like pre-processed and all that. So you want to get any of the gunk that they may have put on there before off. And I'm going to quickly go through and just straighten these last little pieces. Alright, so to go ahead and just cut this out, you literally want to be so careful. You want to be super careful. So I like to kind of slip my finger underneath just to see what it is that I'm feeling. This is where a lot of you are like, Chrissy, is the cap gonna slip back? No, because the glue is gonna be attached to your hair to some capacity to where it should not and it will not slip. Now we're gonna go ahead and do that last track, literally just following this guide right here of our part. We're gonna place this directly where our part is. You guys can see the part here. I'm just gonna make sure to carefully place the track starting from here all the way around until I get to the other side of the part. Alright guys, so pretty much everything is secured from this point. All I'm going to do now is take out my leave out, silk this out. I'm going to do that around the entire perimeter of my head. So I'm going to go through and apply just a little bit of Moroccan hair oil just to make sure that everything kind of silks out pretty nicely and that my hair is completely hydrated. In the meantime, y'all see I'm doing everything at once. So I apologize for that in advance, but I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of lay down my edges a little bit. Alright, so I'll take the smallest amount and only put it at the base. So just to make sure that everything is kind of locked down and I'm not going to have to worry about my edges kind of moving too much, I go ahead and take a little bit of Pump It Up. I used to use Sagada Glue gel, but it's just a little too wet. This can be wet as well, but it dries fast. So take a little bit, I'll literally spray it onto my finger and I'll dab this right at the base. Nothing too crazy, just a small amount. So then that way, once it dries, it's locked in, and y'all know, Pump It Up ain't going nowhere. This is a Bronner Brother product. Oh yeah, I just remember I never got a chance to show you all the goodies that actually came in the packaging. Curlsqueen, this is the actual bag that it came in, a nice oversized like satin bag, which of course you know is reusable. You can put a ton of different goodies up in here, and y'all, they gave me this really nice bonnet. Of course this is like their little brochure here, but on the inside there's an even nicer bonnet, and on the inside of this they have even more goodies, so it makes sense not to just use like double the bags. There's like a little wig brush, there's a comb, there are even beads and a clip and everything you would need to do micro links. I did make it a point not to do micro links. I want to discuss why in another video, but for now, yeah, this is what came in the packaging. And then of course there's like a bunch of clips up in here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But the best thing is there's this satin bonnet, which is going to be perfect because this is exactly what we're going to need to help preserve and protect our style. And it actually comes with like why can't I talk? It actually comes with a drawstring type of like band here, so you can tighten it, loosen it, whatever you need to do. And I got 2 of them, so I'm happy about that. But let me go ahead and just finish this off. So now that we have pretty much everything up and out the way, I have my edges styled to what makes me happy, and you guys can see everything is up and out the way. You would not believe how much hair I actually freaking have in here. Well, let me take all these little clips out. And would you believe I have not even shaped the hair yet? So everything feels so nice and like flowy, natural. I'm happy already. And I haven't even taken out the middle part of my leave out. And you can see my hair is not having any trouble blending at all. Super cute. So I'm actually going to end up placing another track here just to help everything kind of seal over across, because you guys can kind of see here where I did not pull that last track all the way up as close as I could have. So I'm going to actually place another one here. You guys can see I literally have the smallest piece of hair covering that track. Got a little bit of glue on your finger, no big deal. This is kind of the fun part. Were you one of those people that like playing in glue? So childish. Anyway, I was one of those people. No, y'all are gonna ask like, Chrissy, did you use a heat protectant? I did actually use a heat protectant when I blow dried my hair out. I'm quite sure I put that in the how to do the versatile like base, the pattern video. So in case you are wondering, yes, I did. But I am gonna go ahead and actually take a little bit of my Moroccan argan oil just to go over this area, and then I'm gonna mix that with a little bit of the EAP heat. I'm gonna add just a little more because y'all know this is my little sensitive area. So I am kind of gonna go overboard, and y'all know my hair actually, when I press it out, sometimes it'll just kind of look frizzy. The goal is to kind of blend this out, so I want to make sure that it's kind of weighed down with a little product, just because for my hair it makes it a lot easier to maneuver. I don't want it so weighed down that it looks like super greasy, but I kind of need a little bit of product. So I'm gonna go in now. I broke my brush, so I gotta get another one. But and you just literally brush your hair over the tracks, right? And then boom. A little bit of this edge control just to go here. This is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I actually had a really good time waking up early doing my hair. I'm really excited about this. I was happy I was able to get up early and actually get my hair done. But yeah, everything looks nice. You guys can see just how flat this is. If you want, you can pull this back into a low bun. Look at that, super cute. Can definitely pull that into a low pony. You can even pull it up into a higher pony if you want to. So cute. Now, what I actually, sorry y'all, what I actually want to do is completely shape this, but I don't want this video to be entirely too long, so I'm actually going to split this into a part 3. So I'm actually going to go ahead and show you how to shape and pretty much style this. I want to do some curls, some nice large layers, but for now we're going to keep this bone straight. So I'm going to get a couple wears out of this probably for about a day or two, and then I'll go ahead and really get this layered up nicely. And like I said, everything was pretty much full from roots to tips, so I did not have too much trouble. I did use all of the same exact length, which also helps in everything looking a lot fuller, longer, and so I don't really have to do much to the end of this. Y'all know I'm never done, and so I have trimmed the end, so I am going to do that, but I'm going to show you how to kind of layer, add curls, all that good stuff in the next video. Y'all, this looks so freaking natural. It looks like clip-ins. Like, what? Oh my god, so freaking natural. Look at this. And this is with minimum freaking leave out. What? So definitely, if you are not already subscribed, definitely make sure to do that. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave any comments or questions down below. I love you guys so much. Stay pretty, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, babies.